Here's something strange. The exact same skin that kept your ancestors alive in one part of the world could have killed them in another. Dark skin was a gift under one sky and a danger under another. And that single fact is the reason humans come in so many different colors today. The truth behind it is far more surprising and far more beautiful than anything you were taught in school. In Africa, hundreds of thousands of years ago, picture an open plain. The sun is directly overhead. There is no shade, no sunscreen, no roof. Our early ancestors are walking, hunting, running across this land for hours every day. And the sun is not just warm. The sun is dangerous. You see, sunlight carries something invisible called UV radiation. A little bit is fine. Too much, and it starts to destroy you from the inside. It damages your skin. It can cause deadly cancers. But there was an even bigger threat, one most people have never heard of. UV light attacks a vitamin in your blood called folate. Folate sounds boring. It is not. Folate is the vitamin that helps build healthy babies. Without enough of it, a pregnancy can go horribly wrong. Babies can be born with broken spines, with damaged brains. Many would not survive at all. So now imagine two early mothers standing in that African sun. One has lighter skin, one has darker skin. The strong UV light burns through the lighter mother's skin and destroys the folate in her blood. Her babies are weaker. Fewer of them survived. The mother with darker tone has something special in her skin, a natural shield called melanin. Melanin is a dark pigment, and it acts like a built-in umbrella. It soaks up the dangerous UV rays before they can do damage. Her folate is protected. Her babies are healthier. Most of them lived. And here is the quiet, brutal truth of nature. The mother whose children survive passes on her skin. The mother whose children die does not. Generation after generation, the sun made the choice for them. Darker skin meant more living babies. Lighter skin meant more loss. And so, slowly, over thousands of years, dark skin spread across all of humanity. It was not about looks. It was about life and death. Dark skin was the original human armor. So if dark skin was so powerful, so protective, here is the question that should be bothering you right now. Why did anyone ever lose it? Why are billions of people on Earth today pale? To answer that, our ancestors had to do something they had never done before. They had to leave. Around 60,000 to 70,000 years ago, small groups of humans walked out of Africa. They didn't know where they were going. They followed food, followed coastlines, followed the unknown. And step by step, year by year, they moved north. Into Europe, into Asia, into colder and darker lands. And something began to change. The sun, their old enemy, started to fade. In the far north, the sun sits low in the sky. Winters are long and gray. For months, the sunlight is weak. And here's where the story flips completely. Because that same sun that was trying to kill them in Africa was now something they desperately needed. You see, your body needs sunlight for one more reason. Your skin uses UV light to make vitamin D. And vitamin D is not optional. It builds your bones. It powers your immune system. Without it, children grow up with twisted, bent legs, a painful disease called rickets. Their bones literally soften. Women with damaged bones could die giving birth. Now think about what this means. In the weak northern sun, the very thing that protected dark-skinned people in Africa, all that melanin, all that natural shielding, suddenly became a problem. Their dark skin was now blocking too much of the little sunlight that was left. It was blocking the light their bodies needed to make vitamin D. In Africa, dark skin saved your life. In the cold north, the same dark skin could leave your bones weak and your children sick. The rules had reversed. And so nature went to work again, the same silent way it always does. In the north, people born with slightly lighter skin could absorb more of the weak sunlight. They made more vitamin D. Their bones were stronger. Their children survived the brutal winters. And the people with the darkest skin, in that cold and cloudy place, slowly had fewer surviving children. Lighter and lighter, generation after generation. The skin of northern humans changed. Not because lighter was better, not because of anything we are proud or ashamed of today, but because in a land with little sun, pale skin was the new armor. Stop and feel how strange this is. The exact same trait, dark skin, was a gift in one place and a danger in another. Your ancestors didn't change their skin because they wanted to. The land changed it for them by deciding which babies lived and which did not. And there is a final twist most people never realize. Skin color is one of the youngest things about us. Some of the genes that make European skin pale are only around 8,000 years old. That sounds like a long time. But for our species, that is the blink of an eye. Humans have existed for over 300,000 years. For most of that time, almost everyone was dark. The light skin we treat as so important, so separating, so worth fighting over. It is recent. It is thin. It is barely a fresh coat of paint on a very old human story. And it gets stranger still. Scientists studying ancient DNA made a discovery that shocked many people. The first humans to live in Europe, the people whose bones lie under European soil, did not look the way many imagine. Many of them had dark skin and pale, light-colored eyes. The combination we picture today, fair skin and certain features, did not come as one neat package. These traits arrived at different times, mixed and matched by thousands of years of survival, migration, and chance. There was never a single original look for any group. We are all blends. We are all the result of ancestors who moved, mixed, struggled, and adapted. So let's come back to your hand, back to the color you were born with. That color is not who you are. It is a record of where your ancestors stood. It tells you how much sun fell on the land they came from. It is a thin layer of biology, a clever solution to an ancient problem about UV light, folate, and vitamin D. Dark skin and light skin are not opposites. They are two answers to the same question. How do we survive under this particular sky? And here is the thought that stays with you. If you took a pale-skinned family and placed them under the burning African sun for enough thousands of years, their descendants would slowly grow darker. If you took a dark-skinned family and placed them in the cold gray north for enough thousands of years, their descendants would slowly grow lighter. The color was never fixed. It was always the sun, speaking through our bodies. We spent so much of human history dividing ourselves by something on the surface, something only skin deep, in the most literal way possible. We built walls, hatred, and pain around a few genes that control a single pigment. A pigment whose only job, from the very beginning, was to keep a baby alive under whatever sky it was born below. Under our skin, the blood is the same color. The bones are the same. The DNA is more than 99.9% identical in every human being on Earth. Every person you have ever seen, of every shade, is your distant cousin. We are one family that simply walked in different directions and met different suns. Your skin color is not a label. Your skin color is not a label. It is a souvenir, a small, beautiful gift from ancestors who survived, so that one day you could stand here and finally understand the story written all over your own body. But here is what I haven't told you yet. Those same ancestors, the ones tough enough to cross continents, outlast ice ages, and rewrite their own biology, they were, by almost every physical measure, pathetically weak. A chimpanzee can tear a car door off its hinges. A gorilla can bench press 10 times what the strongest human alive ever could. Even animals we barely think about, a pig, a bear, a house cat, can overpower a grown adult without much effort. So how did we win? How did the weakest, slowest, most physically unimpressive primate on the planet end up ruling every corner of the Earth? The answer is stranger and more unsettling than you think. That's the next video. Don't go anywhere.